Hey there, Enchanted Sister. It's Sarah here of the Sisters Enchanted, where it's our mission to make magic mainstream. And I am bringing you this final video as part of our Spirit Week series on tarot. So today we're going to talk really the bare bones basics of tarot. And I'm going to give you one strategy to help you start reading your tarot cards right away. So the first thing I like to say is ditch the guidebook. I mean, you might want the guidebook, but you can certainly learn to read cards on your very own without memorizing the meanings as well. There's a time and place for the meanings and intuitive work in tarot, and we're gonna, I guess, kind of talk about both of them today. So first things first, tarot is made up of two kind of pieces, the Major Arcana and the Minor Arcana. So the Major Arcana is 22 cards, numbered 0 to 21. It starts with the Fool, which is 0, and outlines the Fool's journey. So when you put the cards in order from 0 to 21, you see the journey through life. And this is meant to be everybody's journey through life. It's different roadblocks, experiences, road openings that we experience on our journey, just like the Fool does. And this is how, when we read tarot, we can see ourselves in the card, because they're universal experiences that everybody has. So these are the ones that have names. This is the Hierophant. These are the cards that have names. These are your Major Arcana cards. The Tower is one of them. So the first thing I challenge you to do is bust out your tarot deck if you have one and lay your Major Arcana out in order. Start with the Fool and line them up 0 to 21 and walk through the Fool's journey. You can do this in two different ways. You can actually go through the guidebook and use it and kind of talk about the meanings as a story. So just reference the card meaning and then say it out loud in your own story. Like, what's the Fool experiencing as you move through? Then you can do this in just your own words. Look at the symbols and the images and kind of see what's happening in each card, and imagine that there's a person walking from one card to the next, to the next, to the next, and see what they're experiencing as they move through. And then a third way to actually do this is do it with your own life story. Look at the different cards and create associations between your life and your experiences and those cards in the Major Arcana. And before you know it, you're going to know those cards and be reading intuitively in no time. And then you can do the same with the Minor Arcana. So the Minor Arcana, there's broken up into 4 suits. There are Pentacles, Swords, Wands, and Cups. Typically, different decks, sometimes change up those names. But these are the ones that don't typically have words on them. Some decks do, but you'll see that they feature something like swords or wands, and you can do the same. You can lay those out in order as well and kind of walk through that series and see what happens as you progress through that suit, and then make comparisons between them as well. So like the 2 of Cups, the 2 of Swords, the 2 of Wands, and the 2 of Pentacles, and see what's the similarities and differences between those cards. And those are all great ways to get to know your cards and begin reading them more like a story, more intuitively, rather than simply memorizing the meanings. So go ahead today, try some of those strategies out. If you've been kind of putting off learning tarot, but you think it's really cool and you really want to dive in, try some of those strategies that I suggested and go about it more from a storytelling perspective rather than memorizing the keywords to the cards. Because 1, memorizing isn't super fun, and 2, it's way better and your readings are going to flow way more when you put story to it and your own spin on the cards rather than just the guidebook meaning. So give those a shot, and if you have any tarot questions, definitely hit us up in our Facebook group, because we've got so much tarot information in that group for you. And that's it. So thank you for tuning in to this Spirit Week video series. I hope that over the past 6 days you have come up with some really cool tools and strategies and things that you can use to incorporate a little bit more magic in your everyday life. It's been fun, and I will see you guys around. Until next time, I hope that you have an enchanted day, week, month, year ahead of you. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.